Real friends will challenge you. Fake friends will enable you. So this is a reading on friendships. So I think we've all been through a year of realizations and awareness this year of who's who and who's your friend and who's not your friend. And we've invested time in people who we would say we cherished, and we've also come to realizations of certain people are not supposed to go where you're going, and that's nothing like to offense to those people, because everyone has their own journey and everybody's looking for the same things in life, which is love and peace. Your peace is the most important in life. You're going to choose your peace, and you're going to choose people in your life that don't trespass on your peace. And this is so important. It's so important, because it's the year of the snake, and the snake will be revealed. And there's a lot of people now finding out who's who. And I will always say in life, true friends will always tell you the truth. Whether you like it or not, they'll always tell you the truth. It's up to you what you do with it, that information. You can either get defensive and you can either resist it, or you can sort of digest it, process it, and then maybe work on yourself. Enablers are people that enable your bad behavior, your toxic behaviors, and they clap for you when you're on your downfall. They'll watch you on your downfall, and they will feel powerful because you're not powerful. People love to listen to drama. I mean, you see it on TikTok now, so many people bashing each other. And then you've got all these enablers coming in and they're enjoying it. They're all like, yeah, a bit of a fight, a bit of drama. Because what it does, it makes that other person feel more important. They feel more powerful, because watching somebody's downfall is exciting to some people. Whereas for me, I find it repulsive. I don't like to see people lose in life. I don't like to see people go down, and it saddens me and it makes me feel sorry for them. As an empath, you're going to feel. Some people love it. Some people love to watch people's downfalls because they're secret haters. They watch you, but they're not really, they're kind of not supportive of you. They're just waiting to see you fall. And they're waiting in the wings. The literally, I call them the white van men. You know, where they're sat there watching. Oh, let's see what happens to that person. Yeah. If you are doing that and you think that's funny to watch people be bullied, or watch people go through very awful times, there's something wrong with you. You need a lot of healing, and you need to do a lot of work on yourself, because if you're kind of in that place in your life, you're not in a good place. Because for me, I like to see people win. I like to see people do well, and to see people not do well and suffer is not something I get enjoyment out of. I really don't. But I do think some people need to learn some huge lessons, and they need to go through some growth spurts, because some people just don't learn. They carry on in a loop and they continue doing the bad behavior, and they create issues, and then they play the victim when it goes wrong for them. And it's something that they have to learn the hard way. And people will be humbled. They are going to be humbled this year, and they're going to be humbled all next year. And they're going to go through some awful things, because a lot of people are in denial. A lot of people are not seeing their own faults or their own behaviours. We're all at fault for this, guys. Nobody's perfect. We all live and learn. We all need to learn things. I've gone through so much in the last 2 weeks of certain hits on my ego, and I'm learning some things about myself that I think, I need to change. I need to do this better. I need to go more into my feminine. I need to be less masculine. I need to be more understanding. I need to listen more. We're all going to go through these things, but you know what? If you kind of are honest with yourself and you get real with yourself, the healing will be done. You will do more healing. If you are resisting change, if you are in denial, if you are trying to fight it, if you are trying to distract yourself from everything, you will massively be hit this year and next year, and you will be humbled. You'll be massively humbled. You'll be made an example of. You'll be embarrassed in public, and you will go through some quite awful times. And I always say, like I said at the start of this reading, true friends will tell you the truth. Fake friends will enable your bad behaviour, and they'll clap for you on your downfall, and they will gossip behind your back, and they'll make fun of you. So they'll say, I like you, give you lovely comments. Behind the scenes, they're enjoying every moment of it. Snakes, they're everywhere. And there's a lot of people, I call them low-key haters, who pretend to like you and seem to watch you because they're curious about you, but they're not clapping for you. They're not clapping for you. Like I said, they're secretly wanting to see you fall. And I don't think they're going to get their wish. I really don't. And I think it's because you're 10 steps ahead. You know what they are. You already know who these people are. And in fact, you smile in the face of your enemies because you know, you're like, oh yeah, I see you. I see you very clearly, and I know who you are. And do you know what? You're not going to get your wish, and you're not going to get what you want. But I'll tell you something, you'll sit back, observe, and then you'll watch their own downfall, because a lot of these people are going to have downfalls. They're going to fall on their own lies. And it's because what's happened is, I always say, look at people's surroundings. Look at their eyes. Don't look at what they're saying. Look at the behaviours and the actions and the surroundings. It tells you a lot. It's a red flag, because people can say anything. They can talk the talk and walk the walk, but their surroundings don't say the same, and their actions don't match up with what they're saying. And that is it. You don't need to even ask questions. Sit back and observe. Always, it's all in the eyes, you know, just watch. People make mistakes. They slip up, they fall. We've all seen it. We've probably all done it ourselves. You know, like I said, we're all guilty of this. And anybody says that they're not is full of shit, because we all guilty of messing up in life and doing things wrong. But it's all about learning. One of the best things I've learned is failure is growth. We fail, we fuck up, we mess up. Admit it, own it, and then move on, you know. And we're all going to learn that this year, that we, you know, may have done things wrong, or we may have done things, you know, the wrong way. And we'll get to learn all this, because life is a learning place. It's the school of life. It's when people don't learn that there's problems, you know, or when people project or put hurt on others, that's when it becomes a problem. I am an observer. I watch from afar. I'm just like, oh, for God's sake, that person, never going to see it. They're never going to learn. They're just going to go dun, 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 dun. And we all do it. You know, we've done it ourselves. We've probably been in loops ourselves in life where we've done the same thing over and over again, got the same outcome, but now we're learning and we're going, do you know what? We need to do things differently. And maybe we get a different outcome. A lot of it's ego. A lot of it is scared of rejection. It's fear of rejection. That's why a lot of us, you know, people wear masks and people cover up for things, and they don't show the true self because they're so scared of being vulnerable, or so scared of being rejected. You know, we're always going to get rejected in life somewhere along the line. It's part of life. Deal with it, you know. I've been rejected loads of times. I've been cheated on. I've been, you know, treated badly. And I've also done the same in the past myself. You know, we're all guilty of doing things wrong. It's part of life. Own it, you know, and move on. But that's it. People don't move on. They hold it. So I would honestly say, choose your friends wisely, and choose people that tell you the truth. Choose people that tell you the truth, because the truth hurts, but it also triggers, and then it can do healing. It can do a lot of healing. And at first you're like, ooh, that was a bit wounding. That was a bit hurtful. But also, in some ways, thank these people. They're your best teachers, because they can sort of see things that maybe you can't, and they're trying to help you. They're trying to make you grow and trying to help you evolve to be the best version of you. So I think sometimes with friendships, people are coming from a loving place sometimes, saying, hey, do you know what? You can do better. You know, I don't think it was right that you did that. And I think, you know, if you just did it this way, I think you'd come out with a better lifestyle and outcome. And this is why I always say the best friends in life challenge you. The fake friends enable you. Try and stay away from the enablers, because they're never going to bring you anything but low vibration and stagnant energy. Take care. Have a beautiful day.